Hello, this is Mr. Patrick's Corner. Today we're going to talk about the wonderful politics of California and Joe Biden, our wonderful president, who can't seem to stand up on a bike. Okay, let's talk about Gavin Newsom and the fact that we have plenty of oil in this state. Matter of fact, in Taft, California, that's where they have a pumping and refinery system. They're capping the wells in the Central Valley. They're increasing the shortage of petroleum. Oil and gas are not being harvested because we are in a green revolution. The trouble with this idea is we need a system that works. And right now, we don't have enough solar panels. We have done nothing to increase that. We're going there. We're getting everything better, but it's still far from running the whole country. California has almost 300 days of sunshine a year. But Trona, the town I live in, they're finally putting up a solar farm. It's only taken 3 years to get the permits. Come on. If you want solar energy, you've got to work faster on the paperwork. It's just stupid. We have stupid people in the Assembly and in the Senate. And we have a dummy for a governor who does everything in his power to put problems up for people who want to buy solar, to put a solar system up. My wife and I looked into it. It doesn't pencil out. We're supposed to get this system, but we don't know how much we're going to get paid for the deal and who's going to pick up the difference. The $64 question. Everybody thinks that everything is going to rain lollipops out there. It doesn't. We need to get our systems working and putting together. We have all these people here in California that are very, very smart, but we don't want to listen to the scientists. We don't want to listen to anybody that doesn't wear a red hat and shouts, "Long live Trump, Trump for us." Come on. This state used to have very good progressive government. Duke Magian was a fantastic governor. He was Republican, but he was Armenian, and he knew how to negotiate and get things done. Now we have a one-party state. We have a Democratic Party. The Republican Party is full of crackpots. I'm sorry, but they're crackpots. Okay, this all started with Pete Wilson. Believe it or not, we had very good roads before Pete Wilson, and he deregulated our interstate trucking. Believe it or not, California used to regulate the price of trucking, the cost of shipping a product or a parcel or whatever from one point to the other. And it made us money. It made the state money. And believe it or not, we got the best roads in the United States. After Pete Wilson deregulated, now we're working for peanuts, and our roads are worse and worse. We're above, I think we're above New Jersey. Isn't it fantastic? We're going to be better than New Jersey. God bless America. That's a wonderful statement. We haven't done anything with our pipelines, our sewer lines, our bridges, or anything. It's going to cost $2 trillion. Excuse me. But I can't figure this thing out. It's going to cost money. We're paying taxes. We're losing population to other states. We make it impossible to have a good business climate in this state. And then when the bridges fall down, when the pipelines break, we say, "Oh my God, what are we going to do now? We have all this It's like the gas leak they had out there by Magic Mountain. The gas leak they knew about. It's been there since the 70s. The valve was bad. But they didn't want to pay a couple $1,000 to get it fixed. So they crammed more gas down the hole because this is a reservoir system. And then the valve head gave out. 20 years later. Wow, real bunch of geniuses at the gas company. And what happened? The people living around it, "Oh, we smell rotten eggs." Yeah, that's because natural gas doesn't have a smell. It's a safety deal. If you smell rotten eggs, you know you have a problem. That's the whole trouble with this state. We've got two guys, we've got a woman and a man running for our mayor, running for being the mayor of Los Angeles. Vera Lugosa did this wonderfully messed up job. He got $1 billion and built 277 homeless units. That's apartments. Wow, we could have been better. He could have maybe done like in Las Vegas, where they actually took a parking lot, put out blocks, painted little squares, and that's how they solved their homeless problem. They took a parking lot, put these little deals up, and then gave everybody a tent to sleep in. Wowee! Isn't that a wonderful system and a solution to the problems of homelessness? Because nobody thinks about doing anything else. There's a lot of cruise liners coming on the block lately that they're going to scrap. And instead of scrapping them, maybe we should be converting them to low-cost housing for normal people. We could have the shipyards be making some money. Boilermakers like I used to be would be very happy. And the people would be happy because they would be living in a safe, secure environment. They would have basically a brand new place to live. And they could do this. They have the parking down there. They have the ships down there and the ability to convert them. This would we'd probably be able to put out 20, 30,000 people, families for low-cost housing. Maybe we could get it up to even 100,000. That would be fantastic. We could fit schools in there. We could do a lot of stuff. And the vessels are going to be scrapped because they can't make money. So it's better to convert them. They have most of the infrastructures already there. You just have to convert it over to putting in single units that four people can live in. It isn't that difficult. You'll have to take out cabins and bulkheads and the other stuff, but you can do it. Shipyards have been doing it for a while. That's how they converted the Queen Elizabeth during World War II into a troop ship. They did the same thing in the Falkland Islands with the Elizabeth II. Ships can be converted. We could use some of that brain power up in Sacramento to come up with some solutions, but we don't. We sit on our hands, we cry about the solution, and then we got to figure out how to solve it. Well, guess what? If you give people a place that's inexpensive, stop allowing big corporations to buy up housing, which drives up the rental cost, which makes it impossible. Since we passed Prop 19, we're going to lose more housing. They estimate that we're going to lose maybe 50, 60,000 units of low-cost housing. It doesn't make sense. Nothing in this system makes sense. We have the oil here, we have the refinery capacity, but we haven't figured out how to do it. We have clean air now because of this, but we have to do other steps. That means improving housing. That means getting homeless people off the streets. And that means getting lower cost fuel. And believe it or not, we could save a lot in taxes right now. A moratorium on California fuel taxes. A moratorium from the state. That would make it more efficient for people. People don't have the money to buy $30,000 cars. We have to have other ideas. We need more public transit. This is not one thing or another thing or another thing. This is a combination of things that need to be done to better our state. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you have a pleasant day. And again, click and subscribe to Mr. Patrick's Corner. Thank you.